So what is this subquery? What is the correlated subquery? So no, meanwhile, I said like now we have the like a sale here. Now we have the how much sale is happen in the how much sale is happen in the year wise. So I'm going to use like 15. Okay, 231 and all those things. Now the sale is happen. Now I have the country wise. I have sale. Okay, now I have the country wise how much sale is happened. Now the bifurcation is in the country in which year how much sale is happened in the how much quantity. I need that the particular country. If you have like if you open the your shop or inventory thing or your storage house or warehouse in the particular year, like how much sale is happen in the current year, how much sale is happen in the previous year. I need to understand that. So I need the data with this year wise sales, country wise, and subdivision like a country. I mean year. So now I have the order here. So in this I need to now I have the only order date. I don't have any year here. I don't have any year here. I need to extract the year from the date. See here, now I am going to use the, instead of this all query, I am going to use star here. I'm going to use star here. So now you have the order date. You don't have any year here. Now I need the year wise sale. How can I? So first I need to extract the year here. I need to extract the year here. Okay, you will see. Okay, so now I did the I need to extract the year. How can I extract? So we can use the extract function or we can use the to underscore char function. So I'm going to use the to underscore char function. To underscore char of order underscore date. This I required like a date. Sorry, year. I'm going to use like a YY. Yes. You got it? So I need the report. Lag function will help you to pull the data previous month sale to the current month. So lead function will help you to get the previous month data to the current month. Now I need to compare with the previous information to the current month. So see here, now I already put the order here. So if I put the order here, see 2013, then I am getting the 2015. Okay. So while using the order by class in the to underscore char function, it won't work as expected. Try to use to underscore number. That you people remember while sorting the order like varchar 2 column having some number values. If I sort that, we are not getting the accurate result in the earlier class. Try to I said like try to use the to underscore number to convert that into character to the number and try to sort the data. Okay, now how can I compare with this? Now we have the sale here. So I need the data like on the top of I need to compare. Right. I'm going to use the all columns. and I am going to put some extra column like a previous month sale. Now I said like a lag is the function. I'm going to use the order year. So now I'm going to fetch the previous so it is getting like I need to use the inline view, right? So for that reason, see in the previous month 2013 I don't have any. Wait, you can understand very clearly order by one. If I use that, this will sort the data in the based on the first call. If I use the order by one, it will sort the data using this. Now I need to sort the data again like a 3 also. See the 2013 what we have. So lag function over order by. So you need to use the partition class also. Partition by country ID. Now see here. 2030, you don't have previous month, previous years here. So I'm mentioning for that 0 here. Okay, I'm replacing with the null. Null, if you have any null value, I'm going to replace with the 0. Okay, so if you have like 2014, you don't have sale year, but you are comparing with the 2015 with the 2013 year. Okay, so in this case, we need to use some dimension table and need to handle this. I will explain the later class. First, we can say like a 2014 we have, right? You don't have or you have whatever it may be. Now I need to compare the things. 2015. So see, you are compare, you can able to compare or not now. So you have the previous year sale in this current year sale. Okay, 4 with the 64, 62. Now you can compare 216 with the 62. 94, 194 with the 216. There is a some here like a drop. Here we have some growth. 2016 you have some growth. Now you can compare with these values. On top of this, you can write some query like a country ID, and you can mention like a ENT case statement. You can mention like because you need to write like case. ENT greater than previous month sale, then growth. So when CNT, so there may be a equal, right? There may be a some something like equal also. When less than previous year, then drop. Else I can go with the same. If you really practice this, you can able to understand, else you will be on the blind face on you. See now, you can able to understand the growth and all those things, growth, drop. Okay, you can put that thing, you can understand very easily. Like order, year and all those things, if you put that, how much you have and all those things need to be compared very easily. How much sale we have, that need to be mentioned here. Now you can compare. So 4 to 62, there is a growth. 462 to 216 growth. 216 to 194 drop. Got it? You need to compare like this. This is called the operational reports. One type of reports I explained now. And if you people really inserted any data in the dispense order and all those things, we can compare with the how much inventory we have in the current week, how much dispenses happen with the current week. We can do the some reconciliation report. So we can maintain some order date, having some status date we have, order date we have, dispense date we have. We can come inventory date also we have. So we have the inventory date or not need to be verified. Else we can maintain some extra column to verify the inventory dates. Wait. Try to understand and add some your thoughts into the data. Then only we can able to inventory table. So here you don't have any inventory date here. So in this week, if you maintain some inventory date here, maintain some date and check the how much quantity having in this. Okay, so 122 we have in the some suppose like 1st January. So take the dispense dispense order or order table. So in compare for the current week on the particular week. Okay, try to compare with this week versus this week, the inventory week versus order week. If you get match like orders and this quantity, inventory quantity is getting match in the sense, so you have like a what you have, you are able to generate 100 quantity, you are able to sell 100 quantity. The business team, productivity team and the sales team is working very sharply. So no need to worry about that. Like our team is able to sell our how much quantity you are going to produce. That much is quantity my sales team is going to sell. No need to worry about that to increase the sale or something. Now you can able to try to see like if something is increase in the productivity. So our sales team maybe increase the sale capacity or not need to be verified. So our management stakeholders will decide the things based on our metric report. This is called, this will help you to understand the things. Dispense data in the sense, suppose if you take some Flipkart or Amazon, so you put some order, then what you will get the message, order has been placed. Order is accepted. So order is going to ship. In the ship in the sense there is dispense is happened. Like someone product is dispensed for you, that is called dispense date. Okay. Deliver date also we have some deliver date. Okay, these are all things need to be put here, man. You people are not putting effort. At least 30-40 minutes of time if you put, you people really understand and they add a lot of columns here. This is also just like as in Flipkart and Amazon only. But we are using like a warehouse or a DMart or something like this. I am mentioning in that way. So try to put some effort in the adding the columns, and I'm going to, if I haven't shared this in insert statement and the create table statements, I'm going to share right away. Okay, so after this class, I will share the things. Now, if I am putting this query, if you need anyone, take the picture or watch in the YouTube. Okay, now we'll see about where we can go with the subquery, where we can go with the correlated subquery. Suppose if you take the employee table, let's start from EMP. Now, if I want to find out, suppose like we have two tables here. Let's start from DPT. So to understand the things I am using again these tables, try to don't use these tables. Okay, now I want to find out, I want to display the employees who is related to the Dallas. So we have the two ways here to display the Dallas employees. We have the two ways. So either we can go with the joins, select start from EMP, comma DEPT. So where EMP dot DEPT number equals to DEPT dot DEPT number. So DEPT number and so LOC equals to Dallas. Now we got the information like a Dallas information. We have another way like a simply we can use this subquery. So what we require? No, we don't go for the correlated subquery here. Now simply what I need, what is the location for the Dallas location? What is the department number? So Dallas related the DEPT number. If I find out, I can use the DEPT number to get the data. So first I can go with the from the DEPT table. I'm going to filter the Dallas location DEPT number details. So where location equal to Dallas. On top of this, I am going to use like a DEPT number in
the star.
So in the star place, I need to use the DEPT number. But you cannot able to add that, you cannot able to use the DEPT number column in this star place in the column list. In the giants, you can able to use that append, you can able to append the table 1 column details with table 2 and you can able to filter what the data you require. In this case, you cannot able to. Understand? So this is called subquery. This is called subquery. So how to write the like a without using, how to fetch the data without using join, sorry, without using subquery. I can use the joins. Joins will help you to avoid the subqueries.
How we can use inline views?
How can? So in the inline view also, you need to use the joins only.
Yeah, correlated.
Correlated subquery also not. This is the only way to get the details like this. So subquery in the sense, if you are passing any select query instead of column value. So simply if you mention the select star from DEPT number equals to 20, you will get the required information here. Instead of the 20 value, you are passing the select query here. That we can call it as a subquery. So inside the query, you are passing another query or nested query. If you pass any nested query, we can call it as a subquery. So whatever the query you pass to this, if you maintain the relation between outer query table to the inner query, then that we can call it as a correlated subquery. So first we will complete this. So first that inner query will execute here. In this place, the subquery, first that inner query will execute. Based on, you will get the 20 here. Based on this 20 only, that outer query will execute and produce the results for you. Understand? So, correlated subquery. Related subquery. Okay, so what I mentioned, if you maintain the relation between inner query and outer query, we can call it as a correlated subquery. Suppose if I want to, suppose if the table does not have parent and child relation in case. So in that case, I mention like a simply and imp data DEPT number to DEPT data. Or it is showing D dot DEPT number. No, right? DEPT dot DEPT number. So now here I am mentioning the some relation here. Now I am maintaining some relation here. So the DEPT number is I am going to put the relation here. Else you can put it like a, so in the where class column I am putting the join here. So instead of that I can use like this is also correct only. See here first that outer query will execute here. Based on this outer query result, for each and every record, the like a DEPT number column is going to compare with the inner query. So if we have like a 10 rows or 14 rows we have here, that our inner query will execute 14 times. The inner query will execute 14 times. Because each and every record, the data need to be verified with the inner query result. If it get matched with the inner query result, then only that data will come and display to us. Okay. So you can check like another way, like suppose you have like a EMP table now here. So EMP table. So we have like a employee Smith here. The Smith employee is having like a manager details. 7902. 7902 is having some salary. So 7902 is having some salary here. So Ford is having the salary is 3000. So if you want to compare with the Smith salary versus a manager salary.
Salary is 800.
So the Smith is related to their department like 20. This Ford is also related to the 20th only. Okay, I want to compare. My manager is related to my, I need to compare the employee information, their own department of employees, not with the other employees. So maybe there may be a chance with the other employee information as well. Your manager may be in the another department. You may be in the some department, sales department. He is in the product team or something like. So manager may have in the different department. You may have in the different department. In that case, you no need to compare. Where like who is getting the salary is greater than the manager salary of their own department. Okay, so if you are getting more than salary of your manager, I need to display your details. Else I don't want to display. Okay, I need to compare the within the department of employees only. In that case, I will go with the correlated subquery. Got it? Try to compare with the results like that. Under practice. So now I am going to select start from employee
Where
E.
E dot salary.
Where E dot salary greater than. So I'm mentioning select M dot salary EMP M where E dot DEPT number equals to M dot DEPT. Now you maintain some relation. Okay, what it is saying? EMP number E, where E dot salary equal to M dot salary. What it is saying? Single row subquery returns more than one row.
Enter salary. Here, enter salary giving more than
So what I said, who is getting the maximum salary of their own department? I need to use like a maximum salary, max of salary for. So now you will get the information, but no one is not having the. So no one is not having the greater than the of their own department. Let me check for the detail. So I need to compare the things like EMPE, comma EMPM. So where E data MCR equal to dot EMP number. Now I got the information like okay, now I am going to compare with this also, DBT number also. See, now what I'm saying, the employees who is earning the greater than the manager salary. So this is related to the like who is like a 7902. So 3000, this need to become right. The employee is getting, see, I'm going to display the details along with the. Not man, all people are in silent. E dot EMP number, E dot E name. Employee information, you will get the EPT number and dot EMP number. Salary. I got the required information here. I mentioned like GR. GR E name. The MGR DPT. Okay, now I need to compare the manager salary who is getting the greater than the manager salary. See, now I have the DPT number as well here. So 2020. So I need to compare each and every DPT number 2020 here. See, so there is some different manager department here for this. For these two, we don't have the common DPT number. So the manager is different in the another department. So employee is in the different department, manager is in the different department. See here. Now in this case, I need to compare each and everything like who is getting the is getting the greater than the salary. Now I can use and I can write in this way. So E dot salary E dot salary greater than M dot salary. M dot salary. We will get the things. So we will get the here. And need to mention like D dot DPT number equal to D dot DPT number also we need to mention, else we will get the another information if anything is getting matched. Or it is getting M not E. So need to mention like this. Okay, how can we write in this? Now we have the employee information. Now you are going to use employee salary versus manager salaries. So you are going to get the like a maximum salary of their each department now. So and we need to compare. Like you are comparing with each and every department wise who is getting the maximum salary. Like on top of that you are getting. Not good, right? So average salary, no need to go for the maximum salary. Why it is not getting? So you are trying to find out so there is some department table. So like 100, 200, 300 we have like a three employees. You are finding the maximum salary in the sense 300 is your maximum salary. So on top of that you are trying to filter the data who is earning greater than the 300. So no one is not available, right? Understand? In case if you use the minimum here, so except the minimum salary of employee, all the employees will come here. Understand?
Yeah.
Any doubt? If someone is really understand this, you people need to answer this.
Yeah. Maximum means
The maximum, like I am trying to find out the maximum salary, 100, 200, 300, I have 3 employees. So I get the 300 is the maximum salary. So on the top of it, no one is available, right? That is the maximum salary. How can I get the data?
We are here.
So if I use the minimum salary, I'm able to get the data. So I'm comparing each and every time. So else you can use the minimum function or else you can use the average salary. I'm finding out the average salary of that particular department. I'm comparing the values with this year.
Okay.
Okay. See here, I have like a. Got it. So that is the use of the